Now, is this you on the left? Are you a new investor to the crypto markets? And have you been talking to some people that's, Bitcoin hodlers? You're getting tossed around these markets. There's a pullback. So what you have to do is just hodl. Don't be a panic seller. Don't be a typical retail investor. Don't trade with leverage. It's going to be a roller coaster ride, but it's a roller coaster to the upside. As you see, this can get crazy, but it's going to continue to go up, come down, go up, come down. But it's going to put higher highs and higher lows in. We've always told you. So this is a buying opportunity. If you haven't bought the dip, what are you waiting for? We're still in a bull market. We had Jerome shake up the markets based off what he said. People said the rate hike was going to blast markets. Yeah, it blasted markets, but to the downside. So we're still in a bull market. We'll show you that before this video is out. So make sure you watch this one to the end. And with that, what's happening in Crypto Crew? Sean's coming back at you with yet another cryptocurrency video.
Hey guys, sorry for the quick interruption, but if you're interested in trading MicroStrategy options, any other stock out there, Bitcoin, Solana, or any other crypto out there, you can now do that on MooMoo. And if you sign up with our affiliate link, which we pin in the comment section, also in the description below, when you sign up and deposit any amount, you're going to receive up to 20 free stocks, and each one of these stocks could be valued at up to $2,000. So make sure to sign up with MooMoo. Go get that free money. Now let's go ahead and get back to the video.
And to piggyback on that, if you guys want some free stuff, who doesn't like free stuff? Get your 15 free stocks, each valued up to $2,000. Here's the link right here. And if you want some alpha, Bitcoin Bros are dropping it on our Bitcoin Bros Club Patreon link here. Getting straight into it, the current time is recording, Bitcoin's coming in to 96.4K. A lot of volatility in the markets. We're going to mark the charts up to let you know what the Bitcoin Bros are looking at, what we see, and what you need to look for and anticipate. So we had a massive wick to the downside. We went all the way down to about 92.1K. So think about what I'm about to tell you right here. Bitcoin fell from, or not fell, crashed from 108.2K down to $92,000. Something to note, because you're talking about falling from a little bit over 100,000 down to 92. We're still sitting at 96.7, heading towards 97 the current time is recording. But the pullback on this was a 14% pullback. A lot of longs got liquidated, a lot of liquidation for traders. So, we feel your pain. Bitcoin Bros, we had a couple of little plays out there did get liquidated, but there's a small percentage of our portfolio, so you want to have risk management there. Don't trade with anything that you're not accepting to lose, and make sure that you always don't bet the house on a long call or a short. It needed to cool off for healthy market swings, but you can never time these things sometimes. So anyways, taking a look at this, we're looking at this channel still, and if we look at this, we came down and put a low in here. We had a wick down here, and then another wick, which is actually, if we zoom in, let's see, was this a higher low? I can't really tell. It is actually a double bottom. So this actually aligned perfectly with this pullback right here. So let's zoom out in the charts once again. But we have to pay attention to some levels. So we're going to draw a box here. So let's get our rectangle out. So we see there's a lot of resistance and confluence around here. We're going to pull this down to the previous resistance level. So this is a range all the way from about 91,000 up to 99,000. So this is the box that we want to get out of and stay out of. So let's just draw some horizontal lines as well, just so we can mark up our charts. Because as you see, these two purple lines that I'm drawing right here is actually support and resistance levels. Let's get out our pen again. And you see we ran into resistance here, here, here. Finally got through resistance, hit our head around the $99,000 level, and then came back down. And look at the candle bodies. The bodies are what you have to pay attention to. The candle closes. Because if you look at the candle closes, we put in a higher high. This is actually a higher low, another higher high. And look at this. This candle at the current time it's recording is almost within 97,000. This is the daily candle. So we'll see where this closes. But at the current time, we are still above this previous low. So we're still putting in a higher low once again, even if we close today. We'll see what we close at It has to hold above. Could we come back down to lower levels, 91? Yes, we could. But if we fall through this box, that's when we're going to see lower price action. Note this 50 moving average. So let's just extend this. It seems to be moving in this fashion up to the right. Now, if we fall through this box, we could get a retest and come back down to lower levels, consolidate before we then have a continuation to the upside. So we're not out the woods yet. We just have to look at, just resistance and support levels. Right now, this could just be higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. And just because Zayo, stop. Just because we fell below this 20 moving average, we did this before in this bull cycle multiple times, and then we come right back above it. So we're saying it's not indicative to say that the bear market's here. We don't think the bear market's here. We think we're just getting started. And look at this fractal. You got to look at patterns to see, what mirrors, what matches. So we had this breakout from this box, came back down. This is December 2023, and bottomed out around 39,000 before then having that blast up going into 2024. Well, a year later, look at, we had this meltdown. We didn't come all the way down here, which is detailing around about probably $89,000, 90K. We got to 92, and we could be sort of stair-stepping our way out of this, but we got to be patient because as you see, this wasn't just one or two candles. This happened over days of price action. So we got to see what the markets give us. And once again, this is a higher low and then a continuation to the upside. We could begin ready to see 120,000 plus in the weeks to come. And once again, looking at fractals, you want to look at the 2016, the 2020 fractal, and this blue line right here is currently where we are. So December 15th going into the New Year holiday, we always see a pullback going into the new year during a halving year. So this is 2016's fractal going into 2017, 2020's fractal going into 2021. And having this come down before ultimately ripping, this could be the possible top. Are these fractals just mimicking and mirroring one another? You got to pay attention to what's going on. And looking at Semler Scientific, this is one of those ones that people care about because it's tied to Bitcoin. And it had a retracement down to 62,000. And right now, at the current time that's recording, it is sitting below the 20 moving average. Once again, if we get below the 20, that's not something that indicative that shows it's going to come all the way back down to touch the 50. But we could get some sideways trading. And the level we want to pay attention to here is the 53.6, 54 range. This purple line, because as you see, this acted as, when we fell through this, we fell hard. We fell down to the floor, but we retested this level once, twice got rejected. We could come back down and retest it as a bump and run continuation pattern before we see new higher price action going into the next year. Microstrategy is at a discount, 348. The QQQ inclusion is right around the corner. What can we expect? One thing to note on this chart, we still see that this could be a cup and handle pattern that's still playing out. Now, is this drawn to scale? It could be drawn like this. This line actually could be up here. And could MicroStrategy retrace even farther down to this gap here? Because if you see this gap, these gaps typically get filled. So that's around the 270, 280 range. So could we come down and kiss that going into February before having a continuation to the upside? And if this is the case, this is a huge cup and handle pattern playing out. We broke out of it, and the technical target from this pattern, once again, if we pull up to the neckline from the lowest point and then pull out to the breakout point, which would be technically right here, we'd be looking at MicroStrategy going up to $2,500. So could we see that? Is that what's in the cards? And at the current time it's recording, Bitcoin has eclipsed 97,000. So is this dip over? Right now, the bulls are fighting, but we want to make sure that this continues. We don't want to see a lower low put in, because then we could see some lower price action. And Mikey Bull's weighing in on the altcoin market capitalization. And we're still in a bull trend. Look what happened here. The alt market cap just had a retracement. We're still above the bull market support band. Let's look at the total 3 chart. What do we see here? We see a pattern that you can't dismiss, you have to pay attention to. So this white line that we drew for you, we see that we've hit our head once and got rejected. When we came up, we put a peak in and then held this as support right here before putting in a higher high. But this got exhausted, the bear market started. When we fell through this, what happened? We fell hard. So that's a level to pay attention to. Finally bottomed out down here and then came back up and hit our head perfectly right here. Hit our head perfectly and then came back up, blasted through it, hit this previous resistance and retested it with this pullback. So what does this look like? This looks like a massive cup and a massive handle. We had the breakout, the retest. So this is retest continuation to the upside. Where is this technical target going to take us? So we have to pull it from the lowest point, which is here, to the neckline. And if we pull this up from the neckline to the breakout point, how much higher could we see the alt market cap go? For the technical target, this will take us up to 1.88, almost $1.9 trillion. So that's almost a 2x from where we are now. Probably close to 100% move. Not quite. Oh, yep. 102% move. So there's definitely opportunity when this has a continuation to the upside. Once again, this is a buying opportunity. The CBBI, are we at the peak? No. 81%. Looking down at the chart, we haven't seen the dark red yet. We are getting the cool off. And the crypto fear and greed index right now has went down from 75 yesterday. We're still in greed, 74. People are buying these dips. Are you one of them? And with that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. You guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. We appreciate each and every one of you. And with that, that's all I have for you today. And I'm out.